Welcome into Fesmeyer Field here. Doubleheader Saturday here. The series between Union University and Mississippi College softball teams. Union won the first game last night 4-0 after a masterful pitching performance by Union's Riley Vaughn. She tossed a complete game, one hitter. Did not give up a hit until the sixth inning with 2 outs. So she went 5 2/3, no hit. Gave up just the one hit, struck out 9 in the win. And Union knocked off number 19, Mississippi College, 4-0 in the first game of the series. Same two teams back on the field today for a doubleheader starting just moments away. Same lineups as yesterday for both teams. Same starting pitcher for Mississippi College as Cameron Bailey will take the circle. And then the new pitcher for Union will be Addison Abel. 4-2 on the season is Addison. She's got a 3.95 ERA. She's making her 11th appearance, her 8th start of the year. She's got 4 complete games. She has a shutout. She's tossed 55 innings, given up 75 hits, 37 runs, 31 of those earned, 19 walks with 29 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .323 off of Addison Abel. She's a freshman from Sparta, Tennessee. Both starters so far in this series for Union, Riley Vaughn and Addison Abel, both freshmen. Both have shown promising seasons so far this year. She's from Sparta, Tennessee, went to White County High School. She's a 5'7" right-hander. We'll go along through the starting lineups as we go along. They're waiting on the tornado siren, the emergency alert sirens, I should say. They test those here in the city of Jackson every Saturday at noon. And those should be going off any moment now. And we've got one right down at the red light right here at the corner of campus. So it is mere feet away from the softball field, and it gets really loud up here. So they're going to wait and let that distraction pass before they start play. We'll run down the starting lineups for you. Look at Union's defense first. Looking around the infield, you've got we mentioned your starter, Addison Abel, the catcher for Union today. Courtney Marler made 2 spectacular plays yesterday, one diving and foul ball to catch it in a very crucial part of the game to keep the shutout alive. She's catching today again, and you've got first base, Zoe Neal. Second base will be Briley Carneal. Shortstop will be Macy Neal. Third base for Union, Idalia Alarcon. She was solid yesterday at third base. The outfield for Union looks like this. In left field, you got Brooke Puckett. In center field, Morgan Jennings. And in right field, Mackenzie DeVede. Here's how the starting lineup for Mississippi College will look. Batting first, the center fielder, number 1, Alexis Laughlin. Batting second baseman, number 9, Brooke Fagan. Batting third, the catcher, number 20, McCall Lee. And there go the sirens. You hear those tests going off here. As we mentioned, just right down right across the right field fence from Union softball field is the closest one here, so it gets really loud. So they're postponing the start of the game for a few minutes until this thing finishes hollering at us. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 33, Jenna Ergel. Batting fifth for Mississippi College, third baseman, number 8, Jordan Moore. Batting sixth, shortstop, number 6, Jordan LaFusse. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 13, Shelby Samples. Batting eighth, designated player, number 11, Cameron Eaton. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 2, J.C. Deal. And as we mentioned, the pitcher, 17-3, Cameron Bailey from Mississippi College. The entire Union starting defensive lineup is in the circle now, laughing and waiting as the sirens get through hollering. They're going. So the sirens here are working. We can report that. This test used to take place on Wednesdays at noon. A couple years ago, they moved it to Saturdays at noon. And every once in a while, it impacts the start or play of a ball game here at Fesmeyer Fields. Fortunately, no storms today. Cloudy skies, though, 57 degrees. Wind about 8 miles an hour. Not quite as hard as yesterday. The flag it's still motioning out there. It's still almost out even. Again, blowing from left to right across the Fesmeyer Field outfield at about 8 miles an hour. There's a few sprinkles earlier. I don't think it's raining right now, but not expecting much of anything today. In fact, after as the day goes along, expecting sun to come out and the clouds to dissipate. Looking at the Gulf South Conference standings, Union and Mississippi College are now tied in the loss column with 5 losses each. And the standings are interesting. Alabama Huntsville is in first at 17-2 in league play. Valdosta State 17-3 in league play. Then you have West Alabama, Auburn Montgomery, Mississippi College, and Union right now all tied with 5 losses. West Al is 19-5, Auburn Montgomery 15-5, Mississippi College 14-5, Union 12-5. And of course, some schools, we've had 2 rainouts this year in softball, so some have played, and we've also had a weekend where we did not play, so some schools have not had their bye weekend yet. We've already had ours, so that's why Union's got a few less games than some of the others, but we'll catch back up quickly. Union closing out the season with a very tough schedule, including right here against number 19 Mississippi College. Next week, Union will travel to Lee. Lee struggling some this year, but playing better as of late. They're always a tough softball squad to play, especially on their home field. Then Union will host nationally ranked top 5 Alabama Huntsville, the league leader, in 2 weeks here at Festmeyer Field. That'll be senior weekend for Union, and then Union will close out the conference season on the road at West Alabama, and they're right now 3rd in the conference. So Union will close out the conference season with 3 of the top 5 teams in the league. So very tough road to go. The Lady Bulldogs are up for it. A few more warm-up pitches for Union starter Kristen Abel, and we are now ready for the first pitch as the sirens have gone off. The test was successful, and now we can play softball and baseball. The baseball team will be playing right behind us. Union is hosting Mississippi College as well. They're starting a doubleheader today at noon as well, so they are moments away from their first pitch. Union comeback fashion last night, trailed 5-1, rallied back with 5 unanswered runs, including 1 run in the bottom of the ninth, to win it in walk-off fashion 6-5. So 2 big wins last night for Union baseball and softball. Looking to do the same today. First pitch for Abel is to the plate. It's outside, ball 1. Laughlin was 0 for 2 yesterday. She walked. She bats from the left side, way back in the box. Very deep. And the pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Laughlin, a .292 hitter on the season. 3 doubles, a homer, and 14 RBI. Stands in with a 2-0 count. And the pitch to the plate. Fouled off at the netting there beside the Union dugout. It's 2-1. So we mentioned Abel making her 11th appearance. She's had 8 starts. She's 4-2, 4 complete games, a shutout. She's second on the team with 55 innings pitched. Second on the team with 29 strikeouts. Riley Vaughn running away with that category. She's now got 119 strikeouts, counting her 9 last night, threw a 1-hitter in that complete game win last night. There's ball 3, so it's 3-1 now to the leadoff hitter. Mississippi College trying to get the leadoff runner aboard. They did so yesterday, a leadoff walk to Laughlin. She was stranded at 3rd in that first inning, and that was ended up being the best scoring chance of the day for Mississippi College. She took strike 2 there, so now it's a full count, and she took a step toward first thinking she had a walk. It was close enough to get the call. 3-2, the pitch to the plate. Swinging, pops it up to center field. Back in a few steps is Jennings, and it gets over her head. That ball carried, and it's going to be a leadoff double for Laughlin. Must have misread it. Jennings there in her tracks. Just misread that ball as that ball just kept carrying and went right over her outstretched arms off the glove tip. There at the base of the wall. That ball hit a lot better than I thought, and definitely a lot better than Morgan Jennings, the center fielder for Union, thought. It was hit straight away center, so the right at her. So those obviously are the hardest ones to judge, the ones hit right at you. And that ball carried over her head for a leadoff double for Laughlin, Alexis Laughlin. First pitch to Fagan is a strike. Fagan 0 for 3 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. So she's obviously looking for a better day, and what an opportunity she has here. Nobody out here in the top of the first. A base hit would likely give her team the first lead they've had in this series. The right-hander stands in. Good 0-1 count. Swing and a foul tip there at the plate. Looked like that got the umpire. Yeah, I believe that foul tip got the umpire. Now, I'm assuming it's a foul tip. The runner has advanced to third, and she has not retreated yet. So maybe there was no foul tip. Maybe it was a swing and a miss, and everybody but the catcher missed it. Hitter missed it, catcher missed it, the umpire apparently got hit directly. He's got his back turned to us. I'm not sure what he's pointing at, maybe a wrist. He's talking to the Union trainer, Noah Graves, out checking on the umpire. They are sending the runner back to second now. They do say it was foul tipped, so a strike. So 0-2 the count. They're still talking with the umpire, and there's a lot of equipment on back there with the catcher and the umpire, but sometimes there's spots that's just not covered. And he is motioning with his wrist, so it looks like he got hit there on the wrist, which is obviously a place that has no protection. So I think he's just talking it out a little bit. The coaches and umpires all have smiles on their faces, so I think he's going to be fine. Flexing that arm a little bit, so working that soreness out. It'll be sore probably tonight in the morning. 0-2 the count. Fagan steps back in. Abel for Union gets ready to bring the pitch to the plate. No outs, runner on second. Second batter of the ball game. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Nice job by Marler to stop that one. 1-2 the count. Inside, 2-2 now. 0-2 to 2-2. Fagan, second batter of the ball game. She's hitting .375. She's got 8 doubles, 2 triples, 10 home runs on the season. She's tied with 2 other ladies to lead the team with 10 home runs. Foul that one off there. Back to the net, still 2-2. So you mentioned Fagan, Eaton, and Engel. 3 ladies with 10 home runs. All 3 of those in the starting lineup. And they're scattered throughout the lineup. Number 2 hitter, number 4 hitter, and number 8 hitter all have 10 home runs. That one popped up foul. Will it stay in play and give Zoe Neal a chance? It will stay in play, but she will not get to it as it fell up there against the fence. Second baseman Bradley Carneal also giving chase, along with Mackenzie DeVete, the right fielder. Nobody able to get there. Long run, a lot of foul territory over there. Long run for all 3 of those players. Count. Count remains 2-2. Pitch is outside. Full count. Laughlin. Pretty good lead off the second base there. Marler runs it back into the infield. Laughlin retreats to second. Full count, nobody out. Runner on second base here for Mississippi College. Top of the first inning. Pitch to the plate by Abel. That pitch is hit. Foul. It was thrown right at the player. That was a defensive swing. If she had not have swung, it would have been ball 4 for sure. It might have hit her. But she swung and lined it down the left field line. Foul. Full count again. Abel already at 14 pitches here in the first inning. Still nobody out. Runner on second, full count. Off-speed pitch, grounded to third base. Scooped up by Alarcon, over to first for the out. Runner stays at second, so there's the first out. Nice job by Alarcon, looking the runner back. Laughlin retreated to second. Alarcon just tossed it over to Zoe Neal at first for the first out of the ball game. McCall Lee now the batter. McCall Lee 1 for 2 yesterday with a walk and a strikeout. That one was the only hit for the Choctaws yesterday. It came with 2 outs in the 6th inning. 5 2/3 no-hit softball for Union's Riley Vaughn. McCall got the only hit. It was a hard single right back up the middle into center field, so a solid single by an all-conference player, McCall Lee. She's a junior from Brandon, Mississippi. She's been a mainstay on the softball team for a couple of years. Fouls this one off as well. It's 0-2 the count. She leads the team with a .449 batting average entering today's game. She's got 48 hits, 14 doubles, 5 homers, 37 RBI. Great opportunity for the junior McCall Lee here with 1 out and a runner on second base. Something in the outfield, a great chance to give Mississippi College its first lead of the series. 0-2 count, righty-righty matchup. Lee waits the pitch from Abel to the plate. Popped up to right field. Runner goes back to tag. It's deep enough. Mackenzie DeVede makes the catch for the second out. There in right field, deep right field. But it's plenty deep to get Laughlin over to third base. Does not count as a sacrifice in the book, but a great job by McCall Lee getting that runner over. She hit it deep enough, and that's the way to hit it. The wind is blowing that direction, left to right, across the outfield. We've already seen a ball carry to center field really well. That ball went pretty deep right field, about 6-7 feet from the fence. Mackenzie DeVede made that catch way out there in the corner. So 2 outs now for Jenna Ergel. Runner at third base. She stands up in the box. Cleanup hitter, first baseman for this team. 0-1 count. That one just missed. Not a bad pitch there by Abel. Good eyes by the first baseman Ergel. 1-1 the count. Runner is at third base. That's Laughlin. She led off with a double. Inside, just missed. Ooh, that's 2 close ones. 1 outside corner, 1 inside corner, and didn't get either call. We talked about it last night. You find the umpire's zone, you adjust to it, as long as all you can ask for is consistency. 2 balls and a strike. Swung at that one down the left field line, just foul. I mean, by inches. That would have been a run easy. Ergel's little pop fly kind of landed in no man's land there, just over the third base side. And, man, by inches, that ball was foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. .340 hitter is Ergel, 10 home runs. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there by Abel. And just like last night, first inning, Mississippi College leaves Laughlin on third base, does not score in the first inning. A big strikeout there by Abel, and that'll end the inning. 1 runner left. No score. Union coming to bat, bottom of the first.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field. Macy Neal will lead things off for the Lady Bulldogs. She led off yesterday's game with a triple. I mean, a rifle shot down the right field line. She bats from the left side. She leads Union in every offensive category, except actually now she leads in all categories as she's now tied for first in triples with that triple yesterday. She has 451 batting average, 43 runs, 60 hits, 11 doubles, 4 triples, 10 homers, 38 RBI. She's got a slugging percentage of .820 on the season. First pitch is a strike. Next one, outside, ball 1. The pitcher for Mississippi College, their starter yesterday, only lasted an inning and 2/3, but she's their ace. So obviously we'll see a different Cameron Bailey today. 17-3 on the season. She's got a 2.41 ERA, 8 complete games, 4 shutouts, 2 saves. Has pitched 113 and a third innings. And there's another leadoff hit for Macy Neal. That one back up the middle, a solid single up the middle. And Union has the leadoff runner aboard. Cameron Bailey, as we mentioned, 113 and a third innings. She's given up 110 hits, 45 runs, 39 earned, 26 walks, 66 strikeouts. She has a good strikeout to walk ratio. Again, started yesterday, lasted just an inning and 2/3, gave up all 4 runs, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. The 2 in the second came with 2 outs. She seemed to be cruising after that rough first inning, and then Union sent 5 in a row to the plate that all reached base. Union scored 2 runs with 2 outs, and that was all for her. She was relieved. Avery Barnett came in relief. 4 1/3 innings pitched in relief. Only allowed 1 hit, no runs, struck out 3, walked none. So she did a great job in relief. Just the Union starter was up to the task. A 1-hitter by Vaughn. That sacrifice there by Alarcon is successful. Macy Neal moves over to second on Alarcon's successful sacrifice bunt. It brings up Zoe Neal, the sister of Macy Neal. First baseman for the Bulldogs. 338 hitter on the year. 3 doubles, 2 triples, 6 homers, 16 RBI. Second on the team in homers, only to her sister, who has 10. Stands out there at second base. She can get one closer right here, give Union a 2-0 lead. Strike called, 0-1 the count. Mississippi College ranked number 19 in the nation coming in this ball game. 26-7, 14-5 overall. Union knocked them off last night 4-0, a big opening win. Union would like to take the series. These teams are all tied with 4 teams tied for 4th, I guess you could say, with 5 losses. Look at the way it measured out now by percentage points. Mississippi College is in 5th. Union is in 6th place in the GSC standings, but 7 games down is the 7th place team, West Florida. Union took 2 out of 2 from West Florida, had 1 game rained out. So the top 6 is pretty solidified, it looks like, in the conference, barring a collapse here late. Swinging a miss and a strikeout as Zoe Neal goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. It'll be up to Fallon Groves with a 2-out hit to score Macy Neal from second. Fallon Groves yesterday had a couple of hits. 3 different players had 2 hits apiece for Union. Union had 7 in the game. The other hit came from Morgan Jennings. She started that 2-out rally in the second with a base hit. Yesterday, Groves 2 for 2. That pitch in the dirt. Good job by the catcher, McCall Lee. Blocking that one up, keeping Neal out there at second. Ball and no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, no score. Union scored twice in the first inning last night. Pitch out of the zone, 2-0 the count. Big swing on a pitch way high. Fooled on that one, and she could not lay off of it. 2-1 the count. One of those balls that started up and kept rising, and Fallon just could not lay off of it. Swinging a foul tip there at the plate. 2-2 the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner on second for Union. Mississippi College stranded a runner at third in the top half. Union trying not to strand a runner here in the bottom half, see if they can drive her in with 2 outs. Fallon Groves, the hitter. .296 hitter on the season. Takes ball 3, full count. For the year, 20 RBI, 5 home runs for Fallon Groves. She's a senior from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Transferred from University of Montebello. Ball put into play, out into the hole. It's going to get through the infield. Runners round third to throw, comes in just a bit late. Union will score their first run, and Groves reaches second. That ball skirted through the left side and found a way to the outfield for an RBI, 2 outs. And another 2-out run in this series scored by Union.
Batting now, number 4, Courtney Marley.
Union does score again in the first inning like they did last night. 2-out hit there by Fallon Groves. Now Courtney Marler skies one foul down the left field line. I think it went higher than it did far. Out of play. Ball shot straight up. So Marler now a chance with a 2-out hit. There's a runner out at second base with Union leading 1-0. That ball hit down the line. It's going to be just foul. That was a lot closer. 0-2 the count now to Union catcher Courtney Marler. 0 for 2 with an RBI on a sacrifice fly yesterday. She did have a strikeout last night. She had a sacrifice fly to get an RBI. On the season, a .333 hitter. That's from the right side. 0-2 the count. Good defensive swing there. Fouls that one back to the net. She stays alive, 0-2. Ball hit to the third baseman. She stopped it. Could not handle it. It's going to go down probably as an E right there. She stopped the ball, but just could not get a grip on it. She picked it up, dropped it, picked it up, dropped it again. Finally went down to her knees and just smothered it. So now runners at first and second. It brings up Brooke Puckett. Assistant coach out to chat with the pitcher and infield. A quick chat. She's already returning to the dugout. Brooke Puckett, the batter. Puckett yesterday 0 for 3 with a strikeout. She had a couple of putouts out there in left field. One nice play out ranging to the left center field gap. Made a nice play before falling to the ground. That's kept a shutout alive as well. .323 hitter on the year, 3 home runs, 3 doubles. Sends that one high. It's going to be shallow left field, shortstop out. Shortstop calls for it. Shortstop makes the play as the left fielder comes sliding in right behind her. Shortstop stays with it and makes the play. That'll end the inning, but Union does score first. A run on an RBI single from Fallon Grove, scoring Macy Neal, and Union leads 1-0. Mississippi College coming to bat, top of the second.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
First pitch swinging here in the top of the second. Jordan Moore grounds one out to the shortstop, Macy Neal, and that's the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. You love those starts to an inning.
Batting now number 6, Jordan LaFosse.
After checking with the official score, that ball by by Courtney Marler was ruled a hit. I mistakenly called it an error. Ball 1 to Jordan LaFosse. Another one close, but no call there. 2-0 the count. LaFosse from Lake Charles, Louisiana, a junior from Mississippi College. 407 on the year. 7 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs. Bats here with nobody on and 1 out. 2-0 the count. Squares to bunt, pops up, and Courtney Marler goes diving for it again. She made one of those plays yesterday as she came out of the box quickly yesterday and dove over to her left, made an outstanding diving catch on a pop foul. And that was more straight behind her, and she nearly got that one too. 2-1 the count, though, to LaFosse. That one popped up. Right field. David coming in, makes the catch. Shallow right field. Riley Carneal went for it but retreated when the outfielder called her off, and David makes that play. There are 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Shelby Samples, the right fielder.
Batting now number 13, Shelby Samples.
0 for 3 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. She bats left-handed. She's in the very, very front of the box. That front foot near that line. Pitch in there, called a strike. 0-1 the count. Samples third on the team in hitting at .411. 5 doubles, 4 triples, 2 homers, 24 RBIs. Good speed by the left-hander out of the box. Behind in the count, 0-1 here. Off-speed pitch, close but low. Marler had to reach down and grab that one, but that's an outstanding 0-1 pitch there. Good job by the batter laying off that. 1-1 the count. Doubleheader today. Both sides of the press box, baseball and softball, between Union and Mississippi College. That outside fastball, no. 2-1 the count now. Very disciplined hitter at the plate and Sample. At least so far today. Laid off 2 really close pitches by Abel. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a flare foul down the left field line. It's going to drop in the grass. Harmless there as all 3 players for Union. Defense over there. Left field center or left field shortstop, third base. I'll give chase. Fought that one off. A little opposite field flare. It landed about 8 feet foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the second. Union leading 1-0. Abel, the pitch to the plate. There's a flare there out in shallow center field, and that's going to fall in for a single. And she didn't hit it hard, but the location was excellent. A base hit by Shelby Samples, her first hit of the series. It's a 2-out single there, and we've seen Union do some damage with 2 outs last night and already today. See what MC can do here with 2 outs in the top of the second, trailing by 1. Cameron Eaton, the batter, the designated player. That's from the right side. Eaton yesterday was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. She has 10 home runs on the season. She's tied for the team lead with 10 home runs. You can flip the script right here in this ball game in a hurry. Her team down by 1. Runner goes, throw down to second base, high. Runner is safe with a stolen base. A throw down around the feet and ankles might have got her. It's the shortstop Macy Neal and the runner Shelby Samples both come up laughing. She's got a great jump on that. Like we said, a throw down around the bag might have had a chance to get her, but that throw was head high. She was able to slide in underneath the tag. 1 strike now, ball and a strike. 2 outs. As we mentioned, Eaton has the power to turn this 1-run deficit into a 1-run lead for the Choctaws with 1 swing of the bat. 1-1 pitch to the plate. And there it is, out to right center field. And that is going to leave the yard. That's going to be a 2-run shot, her 11th home run of the year. She's now the team leader for home runs, and just like that 2-run homer, as we suspected, was due. A 2-run shot. Now MC leads 2-1, their first lead of this series. Well, again, more 2-out runs. There's been 7 runs scored in this series last night and so far this morning. 5 of those have come with 2 outs. Both teams have done an outstanding job hitting with 2 outs.
JC Dill.
That brings up the 9-hole hitter, JC Dill. She bats with nobody on base, and now her team leading for the first time this series. Called strike, 0-1. And that ball, as soon as it was hit off the bat, we knew it had a good shot, and it went well over the right center field wall, out there just to the left of the scoreboard. Off-speed pitch there in the dirt. 1-1 the count. So 11 home runs now for Eaton. She now has the team lead with 11. Ball in, nearly hit her. 2-1 the count. Deal dodged that one. JC Deal, a .333 hitter on the year, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs. Batter that can make things happen from the 9 spot. A lot of times you'll see it. The 9-hole hitters will be basically a second leadoff hitter, so don't let the 9 spot fool you. That pitch inside again, nearly hit her again. That one 3-1. See if Abel can settle down here and go ahead and finish the inning. Already 2 outs. First 2 batters retired rather quickly. First pitch swinging. Moore grounded out. Then LaFosse flew out. That ball hit to the third baseman. Alarcon up with it. High throw, but snagged by Neal over at first. And Union gets out of the inning, but not before the damage is done. Mississippi College takes its first lead of the series. A 2-run blast to right field by Cameron Eaton. And it's 2-1 Mississippi College. Union coming to bat, bottom of the second.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field here on the campus of Union University. Still a cloudy day here. Temperature just below the 60-degree mark. Wind blowing about 8 miles an hour left to right. 2-1 lead for Mississippi College, following 2 runs in the top half of the second on a 2-run blast by Eaton. Union trailing for the first time in this series after a 4-0 win last night. Scoring 2 runs in the first last night, never trailed. That ball hit hard out into left field. That's going to get through the hole there to a solid single for Mackenzie DeVede. Into left field, and again for the second straight inning, Union gets the leadoff runner aboard in the first, a leadoff single by Macy Neal, and she later scored on an RBI single from Fallon Groves. Now Mackenzie DeVede on, and the batter will be Briley Carneal. She'll bat from the left side. Briley Carneal 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts yesterday. Squares to bunt. Fielded by the first baseman. Got to hurry. She does. Wow. Bradley Carneal is so fast. A great play by the third baseman there for Mississippi College, Jordan Moore. That'll go as a 5-4 sacrifice. Man, Bradley Neal is so fast down that line. Sacrifice is good, though. It's Mackenzie DeVee down to second. And the batter will be Morgan Jennings, also a left-handed hitter. She's the center fielder, had a hit last night. In fact, her hit with 2 outs started that 2-run rally in the second inning last night for Union. She came around to score after getting that 2-out hit. She bats here with 1 out and a runner on second base. First pitch she sees is strike 1, 0-1. She's third on the team as Morgan Jennings with a .337 batting average, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 15 RBI. No home runs yet. Fouls that one straight back. Good speed also with Morgan Jennings. She's again what we talked about, that kind of a second leadoff hitter there, batting in the 9-hole. It's a great hitter. High batting average. Great speed there from the left-handed batter's box. 0-2 the count. Called strike 3. 2 outs now. Brings back up to the top of the order. Macy Neal singled her first time and scored. That single was to center field. Back up the middle. She bats from the left side. 3 straight left-handers in the batting order. You go 8, 9, and 1. For Union, Macy Neal a chance. She can find some grass out there in the outfield, get another RBI and tie this thing up. Mackenzie DeVee, the runner at first, she led off the inning with a single. Reached on a sacrifice. That one hit down the left field line, but foul. She has moved to second on that sacrifice by Bradley Carneal. Now she stands there with 2 outs, and Union's leading hitter at the plate. No balls and a strike to count to Macy Neal. Dyer, Tennessee. Went to Gibson County High School, transferred in from UT Martin. Pitch is high and outside, ball 1. Pitch is high, 2-1. Two outs here, bottom of the second inning. Union trailing by a run. Pitch outside. You just don't know. 3 balls and a strike. Looked like the same pitch that was rung up a moment ago on Bradley Carneal. Out there again, ball 4. Macy Neal gets the walk. That one well outside. Brings up Idalia Alarcon. 2 outs, 2 runners aboard for the Union third baseman. She's been solid at third base this weekend. Making all the plays over there at the hot corner. She bats from the right side.
Number 17, Idalia Alarcon.
She was 2 for 3 yesterday with 2 RBI and a run score. She had an RBI in the first and an RBI in the second inning. Scored a run. Had 3 assists yesterday in that game. Union won 4-0. Takes ball 1 here. She's already got a couple assists today in this game. Cameron Bailey settling in out there in the circle. That one popped up foul. It's going to get out of play over the MC dugout there on the first base side. She's their ace out there, Cameron Bailey. 17 wins on the season to just 3 losses. One of those losses last night. It's the first time she's pitched with a lead in this series. We'll see if that has any impact on her. That one pops straight up over here, over the press box, heads up on the baseball side. A ball and 2 strikes to count. If Union can get another 2-out run here. Runners will be going on contact, something in the outfield. Another foul ball is going to get out of play over the first base dugout. Nice battle here forming between Alarcon and Bailey. Alarcon from Houston, Texas. Pitch is high. It's going to get behind the catcher. McCall came bouncing out of her crouch. Could not get that one as it was just sailed on the pitcher, Bailey. Runners will move up. Now a chance here with something in the outfield. Maybe Union can take the lead. Alarcon batting. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the second. Pitch to the plate. There it is. A long shot to left field. Will it carry far enough? The left fielder over and makes a diving catch on the foul line. That'll end the inning. Alarcon gave it a ride down the left field line, but just not far enough. Nice defensive play out there by the left fielder, J.C. Deal, and that saved the lead. Union would have taken the lead for sure on that ball. So F7 there ends the inning. 2-1 still. Mississippi College leading. MC coming to bat, top of the third.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
An outstanding catch by the left fielder, J.C. Neal, to end the bottom half of the second. Union would have taken the lead on that ball if it would have landed fair. 2 runners on with 2 outs, but instead it's 2-1 Mississippi College. So they hang on to the lead there. Now batting in the top of the third, and they're back to the top of the order. Laughlin will lead off. She doubled to center field her first time up and was stranded at third base. That time now, ground ball right to Briley Carneal at second base, and a quick three pitch out there for Abel. Briley was playing in, expecting a bunt. She was basically standing right behind the pitching circle, off to the right of it. And that ground ball hit right at her. I think she had one of those yesterday. You have no choice but to catch it because you can't even get out of the way if you wanted to. It was hit, got to you so quickly. It brings up Brooke Fagan. She grounded out to third base her first time up. First pitch is high, ball 1. Another one high, 2-0. Fagan, the second baseman for this squad. She has 10 home runs on the season as well. Now second on the team in that category after Eaton, one of the 3 girls tied with 10. Hit a 2-run homer back in the second to give Mississippi College the lead. Called strike, 2-1 the count. So all the Bulldog fans hopes Fagan will remain second on the team in home runs. 2 balls and a strike to count, at least till after today. Next week, she can take the lead back. That one hit out to shortstop, slow. It's going to be bobbled there. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be safe. It's going to go down as a error on the shortstop. Probably not hit as hard as first thought, and by the time it got there, she's trying to rush the throw and just fumbled it. And by the time she picked it up, runner reached. Pitch called a strike to McCall Lee. Flew out to right field her first time up, deep right field. At the time, that moved Laughlin from second to third, but she was stranded at third. Good power, good hitter for McCall. She leads the team for Mississippi College with a .449 batting average. She had the only hit last night. Union's 4-0 win. A ball and a strike to count. Inside, called strike. Whew. Ball and 2 strikes. That's a tough call there. Ball and 2 strikes to McCall Lee. Able to pitch to the plate. Outside corner, just a bit outside. 2-2. 1 out, runner on first. Number 3 hole hitter for Mississippi College, McCall Lee, the batter. Jenna Ergel on deck. What a time for a double play here for the infield. Middle infielders at the double play depth, regular position. That ball in the dirt. Runner thought about going, doesn't go. The throw is made to second anyway. Good job there by Marler getting up and after that one quickly. Ball was in the dirt, and the runner at first, Fagan, thought about going to second, took a couple of steps, and decided better against it as Marler was sprung out of her position and got that ball quickly. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Foul ball there at the plate. We'll do it again. I think that error there by Union's Macy Lee, the first error of this series by either team. We've seen some spectacular defensive play by both squads in this series so far. That one sent out to center field. It's going to carry back to the fence. Jennings back, and it's going to be a homer. McCall Lee, a 2-run homer. McCall Lee, full count, opposite field home run. Fagan's run will be unearned. For now, McCall's will be earned. Or it will be earned. So there's just 1 out in the inning. Coach Sterner out to talk to Addison in the circle. All the starter infielders join them. It's now 4-1. Mississippi College with the lead on a couple of 2-run shots. For McCall, that's her 6th home run of the season. RBI's number 38 and 39 for the junior catcher. I mentioned she's been an all-conference player. She's really good. It's been a stable for this team for a while. That base is empty, still just 1 out. Brings up Jenna Ergel, the first baseman. She struck out swinging to end the first. She has 10 home runs on the season as well. We're not number 19 in the country for nothing. This Mississippi College team has put together one heck of a season to this point. Called strike. As Ergel squared the bunt and pulled back. Called strike anyway. 0-1 the count. 26 wins on the season. 7 losses counting the one here last night. Squad has been contending for conference championships for a while down there on the softball side. They won the tournament a couple years ago. I knew they wouldn't stay down long. Popped up to center field. This was going to stay in the yard as Jennings drifting over towards right field. She catches it in right field or right center field. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. It brings up Jordan Moore. She led off the 2nd inning with a ground out to the shortstop. That 2nd inning, first pitch swinging was a ground out, then a fly out, and then a base hit and a bomb. 2 runs, the first 2 runs of the game for Mississippi College. And in this inning, they've got 2 more so far on the 2-run homer by McCall Lee. Pitch and not called a strike. Called strike again, that inside corner. That's all you can ask for. He's rung up a couple players on that inside call, both sides. 0-2 the count. That one sent out to right center field. Jennings on the run again. That's going to leave the yard. Jordan Moore with a home run, a solo shot to right center field. As we mentioned, that wind blowing left to right. That ball is carrying crazy to right center field today. All 3 of the home runs hit have gone to right center field. And that's the way the wind is carrying, blowing across the field left to right. Not saying any of these would not have been home runs otherwise. That first one that was hit by Eaton was a no-doubter.
Number 6, Jordan LaFosse.
Jordan LaFosse will bat now. She flew out to right field her first time up. It's now 5-1, Mississippi College with the lead. And the pitch to the plate by Abel is high, ball 1. As a team, Mississippi College has hit 51 home runs on the year. Make that 54, counting the 3 today. They are a team that hits home runs. 3 players in double figures. McCall Lee now has 6. A ball and a strike to count to LaFosse. That one popped up on the infield. Shortstop calls for it, makes the catch. That'll end the inning, but 3 runs come across. A 2-run shot by McCall Lee and a solo shot by Jordan Moore, and 3 runs scored. It's now 5-1 in favor of Mississippi College. Union coming to bat in the bottom of the 3rd.
Mention BallGame Blitz Sports Network and receive a free gift.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at 3-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in 3-Way.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field. The top half of the 3rd for Mississippi College. 3 runs, 2-run homer and a solo shot. The Lady Choctaws now lead 5-1 over Union. Union scored 1 run in the first. They bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Zoe Neal, the leadoff hitter. 1-0 pitch. He fouls off down the left field line. It's 1-1. So Mississippi College got no runs in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the 3rd. Union got a run in the first, none in the second, batting here in the bottom of the 3rd. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Mississippi College. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for Union. That ball rolled out to the shortstop, scooped up in the dirt. Nice pick over at first by Jenna Ergel. Zoe Neal grounds out to start things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Fallon Groves the batter. She had an RBI single back in the first. Union's lone run to this point in the ball game. She had 2 hits last night, so she's putting together a nice series so far for the Lady Bulldogs. She bats with 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 2nd. Her team down by 4. She asked for time and gets it. Hard hit ball into left field. That'll be another hit for Fallon Grove. She's got 2 hits again in this game. Both of them to left field. Go with her 2 hits last night. Fallon Grove seeing the ball well right now. Brings up the catcher Courtney Marler. She singled back in the first inning. A hard hit ball down the line to the third baseman, who dove for it and stopped it, but just couldn't get her out at first. Probably saved a double had she not stopped that ball. Pop up. Catcher gives chase, but it's going to go foul, out of play, bounce off the building here. 0-1 the count. Bailey's thrown 37 pitches in this ball game, 25 of them for strikes. That's why she's 17-3 right there. Good pitch to strike to ball ratio. And she's pitching with a 4-run lead. I imagine she becomes almost unhittable in a situation like this. Union's got an uphill battle to go, but they scored 4 runs on her yesterday. They can score 4 runs on her today. That ball hammered out to left field on the line right at the left fielder, and she did it again. Didn't have as far to run on that one, but Union has hit some screaming liners to left field, and the way the wind's blowing, it's not going to carry at all, and they're going to knock them down, that wind blowing from left to right. And the left fielder out there, J.C. Deal, ran down another one. She ended the inning there. In the bottom of the second, Union was poised to score 2 on that ball that was hit down the left field line, and she went over there diving, making the catch to end the inning, saving 2 runs at least. That ball was hit on the button, a line drive right at her. She snagged that one too. So the batter now is Brooke Puckett for Union. She popped up to the shortstop her first time, takes ball 1 here. The catcher will throw down behind the runner at first. Fallon Grove's back in easily there. 2 outs in the inning. Off-speed pitch stays high. Ball 2. On the season, Cameron Bailey almost a 3-to-1 strikeout or strike to ball ratio on the season. Today it's much higher than that. She's at now 41 pitches, 27 of them strikes. 2-1 the count after Puckett came up empty on that swing. Medina, Tennessee, South Gibson High School, where she played, pops this one straight up the chute. Infielder, who's going to call it, second baseman calls for it, catches that pop up, and that'll end the inning. So Union strands a runner. A 1-out single by Fallon Grove's all that Union can do there in that inning. So through 3 innings, it's 5-1 in favor of Mississippi College. Choctaws coming to bat in the top of the 4th.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Union's made a pitching change now as we go to the top of the 4th inning. New pitcher will be Emily Claire Felder, 5-2 on the season, a 5.10 ERA. She's making her 12th appearance on the year. It's just her 6th appearance in relief. So 12 appearances, 6 starts, 6 relief appearances so far. First pitch outside. Crowd wanted it, didn't get it, ball 1. She's also a freshman, so all 3 pitchers so far that have appeared in this series for Union, all freshmen. She's from Summit, Mississippi, went to Brookhaven Academy. Brookhaven not too far down there from Clinton, south of Jackson. So Clinton, Mississippi folks familiar with Summit, Mississippi and Brookhaven area. Got a ball and a strike the count. Ball and 2 strikes the count. Now 2 balls. That foul ball there. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Shelby Samples. She singled, stole a base, scored a run. In the second, she scored on that home run by Eaton. Singles again out to left field there. Nice 2 strikes. Choke up a little bit, opposite field. Flared it right over the infield. Solid single into left field. She's now 2 for 2 on the day, Shelby Samples. We have a volleyball player named Sydney Samples. I'm going to say Sydney Sample probably. We have Shelby Sample playing for Mississippi College, so my apologies for saying that. Brings up Cameron Eaton. She homered her first time up, a 2-run shot to right field. Gave the Lady Choctaws their first lead of the series at 2-1 at that point. They now lead 5-1, and with 1 out here in the top of the 4th, they're looking to add more. Another base hit to left field. First 2 have reached. First 2 batters have reached here in the 4th inning. Now J.C. Deal the batter. J.C. Deal grounded out to end the 2nd inning. Ground out to third base. She bats here. More than likely a chance to sacrifice here for the number 9 hole hitter, J.C. Deal. She is a .333 hitter, though. 2 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers. We'll see what they do. She does square to bunt. Called strike. No balls and a strike to count to Deal. Squares to bunt again, gets it down right in front of home plate, fielded by the first baseman, throw down and not in time. It's going to be a base hit on the bunt. So it'll be a base hit bunt there for J.C. Deal. Perfectly put right down the first base line. The only person that can get to it is the charging first baseman. She has to wheel all the way around 180 degrees and throw it to first, just not in time. Now bases are loaded. The 7, 8, 9 hole hitters have all reached base safely here to start the 4th inning. Now the top of the order, Alexis Laughlin is up, and Mississippi College poised to do some damage right here in the top of the 4th, already leading 5-1. First pitch there is a called strike to Laughlin. She's 1 for 2 on the day. She doubled and was stranded in the first inning and grounded out to the second baseman back in the 3rd. She bats here, nobody out. Bases loaded, nowhere to put her. Ball 1 to Laughlin. 1-1 the count. Laughlin, a .292 hitter on the year. She's got 3 doubles, a homer, and 14 RBI. So we have possible running. Got a pinch runner coming in. Number 5 is going to run for the Eaton. Number 5, let's see who that is. That's Emily Rigney, Waynesboro. She's going to run for Eaton, who was at second base. Number 5 will be the pinch runner. Emily Clare coming in relief here. Union's number 5. She's off to a rocky start as all 3 batters she has faced has reached base. 7, 8, and 9 hole hitters all standing out there on the base pads, and the leadoff hitter, Alexis Laughlin, who's already doubled today, stands in with a 2-1 count. A good job by Marler, keeping that ball in front of her. Throw down to third base, not in time. As Samples is back in, plenty of time there. 3 balls, they call that a strike. 2-2 the count. Pitch to the plate. laced over the drawn-in infield. That'll be a single to left. One run will score. Here comes a second run. That's a two-run single by Laughlin. Again, a great job of hitting. Another left-hander went opposite field. It seems like everything they've done today has been opposite field. The home runs have been opposite field, all to right center field by the right-handers. And the left-handers are hitting bloop singles over the shortstop's head there. The infield was drawn in. Macy Neal playing her regular position. She might catch that, as it was not hit terribly hard, but it served the purpose on the drawn-in infield. And 2 RBIs later, it's now 7-1 in favor of Mississippi College, and Fagan is up. Fagan 0 for 2, a ground out, reached on an error, scored a run back in the third. She's one of the players with double figures in home runs for this Mississippi College team. She's got 10. Samples comes in to score. Rigney comes in to score, who entered as a pinch runner. Deal advanced to second on that hit. Fagan stands in with a 1-0 count. Fagan pops it up on the infield. That's huge right there. Out to second base, and Briley Carneal catches it. A check swing, pop-up. She tried to pull back and couldn't do it. So that's the first out of the inning. That's huge. Still a lot of danger coming. Number 3-hole hitter McCall Lee is up to bat. She had the only hit last night. She's already got a home run, 2 RBI home run. Her last at bat. She's 1 for 2 on the day. And home run to right center her last time up. At the time, it made it 4-1. It's now 7-1 Mississippi College. Strike one, 0-1 the count. Now it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 1-2. High fastball, and McCall Lee chased that. 2 runners on, 1 out here in the 4th. 2 runs have already scored in this inning for Mississippi College. 7-1, the Lady Choctaws lead. Pitch to the plate, outside, 2-2. Ball 3, fills it up at 3-2. Dangerous hitter here. 2 runners already on, or 2 runners on, 2 runs already in here in the 4th. Full count to McCall. Sends that one out to left field. That's going to have a chance to leave the yard, back to the fence, and it's out of here. Left field shot there by McCall Lee. Her 2nd home run of the game, back-to-back at bats for McCall Lee with a home run. It's going to be a 3-run shot. That's going to make it 10-1 in favor of Mississippi College here in Game 2 of this series, Game 1 of the doubleheader. If I'm not mistaken, her first home run was also a full count. Union's going to change pitchers again, as Kira Finkley will come into the ball game.
New pitcher on the mound for the Bulldogs, number 6, Kira Finkley.
Kira Finkley will come into the ball game for Union. She's making her 10th appearance on the year. She's coming off, she's missed the last couple of starts. She was a starter early in the year. She had 7 starts on the year, and she missed the last couple of weeks with an injury. She's come back slowly. She's making an appearance here in relief. This will be her 10th appearance of the year. She's 2-5 on the season with a 6.74 ERA, 35 1/3 innings of work, 28 walks, 26 strikeouts. She'll come in and try to stop the bleeding. As first batter she'll face is Jenna Ergel, 0 for 2 on the day. Ergel, a dangerous hitter, has 10 home runs on the year. McCall Lee now has 7 home runs on the year with her 2 today. She's hit 2 in this ball game. She had the only hit last night, so it's her third hit of the series. So McCall Lee having a great weekend so far. Kara Finkley, she's a sophomore from Grenada, Mississippi. Went to Grenada High School. Pitched a lot for the Lady Bulldogs last season as a freshman. She can also play the infield some. She had a hit for Union, and they knocked off number 20, Harding, earlier this week, Tuesday, in non-conference action. So Union already has beaten 2 ranked teams this week in softball. Things have gotten out of hand here in this ball game, though. 10-1 in favor of Mississippi College, who's ranked number 19 in the country. 10 runs on 10 hits with no errors. Union's got 1 run on 5 hits with 1 error. Union scored in the first, have not scored since. Ball and 2 strikes. Foul tip there at the plate. It's going to scoop down the third base line, but foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Ergel. 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out and a strikeout. Pitch is high, 2-2 the count. Baseball side, Union leading 5-3. They're in the 4th inning over there. Union won last night, comeback fashion. A run in the bottom of the 9th. A 6-5 victory for the Bulldogs over on the baseball side last night over Mississippi College. Softball here. Down 10-1 after winning last night 4-0. Mississippi College on their way to evening the series here in game number 2. Third game of the series will follow this one about 30 minutes after it goes final. We'll complete the doubleheader today. And wish everybody a happy Easter weekend. If you can find time to make it to church tomorrow. Balls and 2 strikes. Opposite field foul. And a drop in foul there. David gave it a chase. Lands foul down in the deep right field corner. In this Mississippi College team, very disciplined. Good job of hitting things opposite field. They've had 4 home runs in this game. 3 of them have been to the opposite field. They've had several opposite field hits. Good jobs of hitting in key locations. That one grounded to the shortstop. Macy Neal up with it. Over to Sister Zoe. Nice stretch there, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Ergel grounds out. She's now 0 for 3 in the game. 2 outs now. Jordan Moore will be the batter. Jordan Moore homered. A solo shot back in the 3rd. She's 1 for 2 on the day with that run scored.
Jordan Moore.
Missed inside 1-0. Another one inside 2-0. Outside 3-0. Finkley, the third Union pitcher today. Retired the first batter she faced in Ergel. Now 3-0 the count to Moore, who homered her last time up. Righty-righty matchup. Pitch to the plate. Inside corner there. Called a strike. 3-1 the count. Jordan Moore from Hoover, Alabama. Ball 4. Moore reaches for the second straight time with a walk, or reaches for the second straight time, this time with a walk. She homered her last time up. It brings up Jordan LaFosse. This will be the 9th batter of the inning for Mississippi College. 2 outs. Five runs already in. One count. Ball fouled off down the left field line. Ball and 2 strikes. High 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 5 runs already in for the Lady Choctaws. And ball slowly hit out to the third base. Up with it, Alarcon gets the out. That'll end the inning. 9 runners come to the plate. 5 of them score. A 3-run shot by McCall Lee, her second of the night, or of the game rather, was the big blow there in that inning. 10-1 in favor of Mississippi College. Union coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field here on the campus of Union University. 10-1 is your score. Mississippi College leading Union 10-1, looking to even.
Batting now, number 25, Mackenzie DeVee.
10 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Mississippi College. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for Union. Cameron Bailey back out for her 4th inning of work. Union got 1 run off of her in the bottom of the 1st. That's been it. Two balls, no strikes to count to Mackenzie DeVee, the leadoff hitter for Union here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right fielder is 1 for 1 on the day. She singled and was stranded at third back in the 2nd inning. Hard hit ball down the left field line, but foul here. 2-1 the count. A few sprinkles falling down, just kind of a, not really sprinkles, more of a mist in the air. As I said, it's been cloudy all morning. Early afternoon here, the wind still blowing. About 8 miles an hour, left to right across the field, left field to right field. Another off-speed pitch, stays high. 3-1 the count. Pitch called a strike, full count at 3-2 to Mackenzie David. Union senior from Scott, Louisiana. Swinging a foul tip. Straight back to the screen there by David. Keeps her bat alive. Stays 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 4th for Union. Another hard hit ball down the left field line, but foul for David. Nice battle here forming between the two right-handers. Cameron Bailey now pitching with a 9-run lead. David sends this one high down the left field line. It's going to go foul. Will it stay in play? It does not. Lands out there on top of the tarp, out down the left field line. One of those balls that went just as high as it did far. Still 3-2. Just 51 total pitches in this game for Bailey for Mississippi College. 33 of them strikes. She's done a good job limiting the Union base runners. Pop up here on the infield. Second base calls for it. Basically in her original position there and makes the catch. It brings up Briley Carneal. Actually, we got a pinch hitter for Union. Pinch hitting for Union will be number 30, Grace White.
Hitter number 30, Grace White.
Grace White will pinch hit. Her first appearance of this series. A .316 hitter on the year. She's got 24 hits, 5 doubles, 4 triples. She is tied with Macy Neal for that lead with 4 triples. She has 1 home run and 13 RBI. She also plays first base for the Lady Bulldogs. That's from the left side. From New Johnsonville, Tennessee. Sends this one out to left center field. First pitch swinging, left fielder over and makes the catch. First pitch swinging there, and now there are 2 outs in the inning. Grace White, the pinch hitter, pops out first pitch swinging. Morgan Jennings will be the batter, the center fielder for Union. She struck out looking her first time up.
Now number 1, Morgan Jennings.
Union scored a run, left a couple runners on base back in the first. They left 2 runners on base in the second, did not score. Left 1 runner on base in the third, did not score. Here in the fourth, now have no base runners so far. That's when first pitch swinging, flared out to left field. Another great catch by the left fielder out there. And J.C. Deal, she's got range. She's made catches to her left, to her right, and in front of her. So she's got great range out there. And the first 3 up, 3 down inning for either team of this ball game came here in the bottom of the 4th as Union goes quietly. Mississippi College coming to bat at the top of the 5th, leading 10-1. Briley Carneal re-entered for Union at second base after being pinch hit for by Grace White. And also now we have a pinch hitter for Mississippi College as is Shelby Samples is the scheduled hitter up. It looks like we've got number 12, I believe. The 10-run score, 10-1 score. We can anticipate some subs this inning. Giving some kids a chance to swing the stick. So it'll be number 12, Ashley Delaney. Number 10, I guess number 10, not number 12. That's Hannah Townsend. Townsend will pinch hit for Samples. She's hitting .412 on the year in limited at bat. She's 7 of 17. And she gets a base hit there as that ball goes over third baseman's head. So a pinch hit single there for Townsend. Another pinch hitter here. Another pinch hitter here for Mississippi College will be number 24, Ashley Lightcap. She'll pinch hit for Rigney, who pinch ran for Eaton. So Lightcap will come into that 8 hole, and she'll hit here. Junior from Lafayette, Louisiana. A 200 batting average. She's 1 for 5 on the season. That's from the left side. Kara Finkley back out for her second inning of work. Runner goes. Strike called and safe on the stolen base there. Ball one. He was accounted 1-1. 10-1 in favor of Mississippi College here at Union's Festmeyer Field. Mississippi College in line to even the series 1-1. With the rubber game of the series coming up, it's about 30 minutes following the completion of this game. Called strike, 1-2 the count. All outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss, falls on the dirt, so they have to throw down, so that'll go a strikeout 2-3. A wild pitch will move Townsend over to third base, though. So there's now one out, runner at third. And another pinch hitter for Mississippi College. It'll be number 19, Allie King. King will pinch hit for J.C. Deal. 1 for 2 on the day was Deal with a base hit. Being up 10-1. Opportunities outweigh the need to get the starters the at-bats, get the young players a chance to swing. I'm sure many of these will be re-entries. We'll check those out going to the bottom of the fifth. One out, runner on third here in the top of the fifth. Mississippi College leading 10-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count to King. Ball one. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss and another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kira Finkley. Union 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. Still, MC has a runner down at third. Another pinch hitter, number 17, Kaylee Comer. Comer will pinch hit for Laughlin in that leadoff spot. Laughlin 2 for 3 on the day, a double, a single with 2 RBIs, a run score, and a ground out.
Batting now, pinch hitter number 17, Kaylee Comer.
Still trying to find a couple runs to take the lead against this Union team.
Pitches outside, ball 1 to Comer. Brighton, Tennessee native, over around Memphis. Hometown for Kaylee Comer. She's a junior. Just down the road from Jackson here, down I-40. Towards Memphis. Strike call, 1-1 the count.
The 0-2 pitch to Vance. Hit through the left side, and that's a base hit for JT Vance. Choctaws have the first base runner on.
Called strike, 1-2.
Getting later and later in the ballgame, we're seeing the Choctaws maybe play some small ball to try to scratch a run or two across.
Now batting the catcher number 20.
Williams, the 0 for 1, however, missed on the first inning.
Outside, 2-2 the count. Pinch hitter is on deck. Should Comer reach? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside, ball 3. Full count here with 2 outs and a runner on base here in the top of the 5th. In a 10-1 ball game, MC leading Union. MC ranked 19th in the country, 26 wins already on the year. So we got 4 weeks left to play, counting this one. 4 weekends. And ball hard hit back up the middle. That'll be an RBI single for Comer. A base hit up the middle. That'll drive in Townsend from third. It's 11-1. A new pinch hitter, another pinch hitter for Mississippi College, Bailey Avents. Number 3, I believe that is. I think it's number 3. Kind of standing at an awkward spot. We can't see her number. Yes, number 3. Yeah, Bailey Avance, number 3 from Zachary, Alabama, sophomore. She'll bat with 2 outs and a runner on first base. 1 run in already in this inning. It's 11-1. She's a left-hander. She'll bat with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Called strike. 0-1. Ball foul over to the third base coach's box. And scooped by the coach. Get that ball back into play quickly. 0-2 the count to Avance. Ball 1. 1-2. Ball hit out to the second baseman. Scooped up over to first. That'll end the inning. One run scores. It's now 11-1 in favor of MC. Union coming to bat in the bottom of the fifth. They need about 3 runs or this ball game is over.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field here, bottom half of the fifth inning. Do or die time for Union, trailing 11-1. All of those subs, we had re-entry, so all the starters re-entered. Laughlin in center, Fagan at second, Dill in left, Samples in right. Lightcap will stay as the DP. Likely not to be an issue. Macy Neal leads off for Union. She's the leadoff hitter, and she takes a leadoff walk. She's been on base all 3 times today for the Lady Bulldogs. A base hit and a run score back in the first. She was walked in the second and now walks in the fifth. Union needs to score 3 runs here.
Batting now number 17, Adalia Alarcon.
Adalia Alarcon will be the batter. She is 0 for 1 officially, a sacrifice bunt back in the first and then a fly out in the second. Called strike. 0-1 the count. 11 runs on 12 hits and no errors for Mississippi College. 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error for Union. That 1 run came in the first. MC scored nothing in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 5 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. That ball hammered down the left field line into Union's bullpen. Heads up down there, Riley Vaughn. Yesterday's winner, Riley Vaughn for Union, a complete game, 1-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts. The only hit came in the 6th inning from McCall Lee. It was a single up the middle. Anticipate Riley being the game 2 starter today. That ball hit line drive to shortstop and she missed it. Right at her. And she just missed it, took her eyes off of it. I think she was trying, she had a chance to double up the runner. Macy Neal was off the bag at first, and I think she took her eyes off the ball to try to catch that. Trying to get the double play, and they didn't get anything. Zoe Neal, the batter now. Union's first 2 batters have reached. If Union can score 3 runs, they'll extend this ball game. That ball hammered down again into the Union bullpen, foul. So Union down by 10, but coming out swinging the sticks there in the bottom of the 5th. Now both teams have committed an error. Both of them by the shortstop.
It's going to drop, and it's going to be a gap. That could clear the bases. Alcantara, round second. The Choctaws clear the bases. They'll take the 7-5 lead and a triple from Luis Alcantara.
I mean, he just hit it in the right spot, and Chavis went over with it, got it together, he couldn't get to it. And when the ball got
Popped it up. Foul territory, catcher McCall Lee there, and will make the catch. Right up against the backstop, McCall Lee, a nice catch there, right directly behind home plate. So Seen both catchers make some nice plays this series. It's a tough play there, right straight behind you, up against the net. Now Fallon Groves will be the hitter. She's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. She had RBI back in the first. Union's only RBI of the game. She had 2 hits last night as well. She bats with 1 out, runners on first and second. And Union needs to score 3 times. This one's popped up on the infield. Now drifting out to shallow right field. It's going to be caught by the right fielder. And now 1 pitch there, and now we got 2 outs. As Fallon Groves was first pitch swinging. And now the batter will be Courtney Marler, the catcher. She's 1 for 2 on the day. A single in the first, a fly out to left field in the third.
Batting now number 4, Courtney Marler.
Union down to their last out. Down by 10 here in the bottom of the 5th. Game 2 of this doubleheader coming up 30 minutes after this one goes final. It'll be the rubber match of this series. It's Union won last night. Mississippi College on their way to a win here, barring something dramatic. One 0 pitch to the plate. Ball 2 high. Now snap throw down to first. Snap tag, and Idalia Alarcon cumples over in pain. I don't know where that tag got her, but the snap tag there was well struck. She's laughing. The first base coach is laughing. The first baseman is like, I didn't mean to. Not sure where that tag was applied, but momentary discomfort for Idalia Alarcon, to say the least. Now she's back up and ready to go. The 2-0 pitch to the plate. Marler sends it out to left field. Shortstop giving chase. Left fielder coming in, and who else but to close the game with another diving catch, the left fielder, J.C. Deal. So many diving catches this weekend by J.C. Deal out left field, and she ends the game there. 11-1 is your final. There in game 1. 11 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error for Mississippi College. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error for Union. Union scored in the first. That was it. Mississippi College got 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 5 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. Bailey will go the distance, all 5 innings for Mississippi College. She has 18-3 now as her record. The loss will go to Abel. She's 4-3 on the season. She lasted 3 innings. Emily Claire Felder pitched pitched a third of an inning in relief, and then also Kira Finkley for Union pitched the final 1 2/3 innings for Union. The only run scored in the game for Union was by Macy Neal. Mississippi College hit 3 home runs in the ball game. Make that 4 home runs in the ball game. A 2-run shot by Eaton in the second. In the third inning, a 2-run shot by McCall, and also a solo shot by Moore. And then in the 4th inning, another 3-run shot by McCall. 2 home runs in the game for McCall Lee. 4 home runs in the game for the Choctaws, and they win it 11-1. Game 2 coming up right here. Just moments. Stay with us.